Hi, my name is Pablo Fernández. I am co-founder and CEO at Clicars, the leading online car selling company in Spain. So when we started Clicars, we did it as a marketplace. We didn't want to own the cars in our balance sheet. We were just being brokers. But very soon into the business, we realized that in order to deliver a great customer experience, we actually need to get our hands dirty and get into incorporating the cars in our balance sheet and get into the value chains of the customers and control the supply chains, the logistics to be able to deliver the best customer experience. So we pivot the business from a marketplace to an operational full end-to-end e-commerce platform, and that was the best decision that we made. So one of the mistakes that we make as an entrepreneurs is that we think what's best for the financial return, what's best for investors, what's best for growth, but we don't focus on what's best for the customer. So pivoting from a marketplace to an e-commerce platform, the reason we did that is because we said, what's good for the customer? If we want to be able to deliver a car and offer next day delivery across all the country and be able to offer financing, insurance, have warranty, making sure that we have a flawless process and we have like all the KPIs on track, there was no other way we could do it than owning the full value chain. So at the end of the day, everything comes down to understand what does your customer want and define a business model that is going to match this, rather than define a business model that is good for investor or it looks nice in a spreadsheet, but your customers doesn't want. And then once you find the product that your customer wants, then you will be able to define your process and start with customer experience, and then everything else like balance sheet, financial, operations, logistics, it's something that it needs to be aligned with your customer value proposition. So one of the key learnings of owning the whole value chain since day one is that we could actually see what was delivering value to the customers, and we were learning how to deliver the best customer experience by owning all the pieces of the process. And by doing this, you can learn as you scale what can you have in-house, what you can scale. And in our case, we really understand that having the reconditioning of the cars, for example, the logistics, the last mile delivery of the cars, what's really important to control. But when you own all the value chains, is that when you actually can see by yourself and get the customer feedback of what are the critical points of the value chains that is interesting to internalize versus outsource. And during this process, in order to take those decisions, it's very important to measure the right KPIs. Many times, the mistakes that we make as founders and CEOs is to run the company with top-line KPIs. How many customers do I have? How does the top-line revenue look like? What are the contribution margins and the unit economics? That's good. That's information that this is an output. But you really need to measure customer KPIs. So what is your on-time delivery rate? What are your lead times? What are your quality KPIs? What are your complaints, your customer complaints? And those operational input KPIs are going to help you to see what parts of the process that you need to internalize, what parts of the process you need to outsource. And eventually those KPIs will lead you to the nice unexpected financial KPIs that we all want. So what I learned about pivoting a business is that it's a never-ending process. At the end, you need to look at, I'm delivering value to my customer, and I am designing my company structure to maximize that value creation for the customer, and do that with an unbiased view and do whatever is necessary, even if it's not beautiful financially or you need to get your hands dirty, to deliver the best customer experience and understand what parts of the process you need to own and what parts you can outsource.